Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. My name is Hunter, and thank you so much for tuning in. We have a story that probably won't surprise anyone at this point. That is another Fortnite player, a young professional player in the scene who made some mistakes on social media that ended up costing him his career. We're looking at Bubeck, who played for Lootboy Esports, and a few comments on Twitter that he made after Lootboy posted "we support" and then the pride flag. Bubeck underneath commented "I don't" and then a couple of emojis. On his own, he also posted "do you support LGBT" and the pride flag, to which he responded to himself saying "I don't support it." And I understand that some people don't support those things, but that's not a discussion we're here to have. But when you're representing an organization, those are certainly not comments that you can make on social media and not expect any sort of punishment for it or backlash. When you're in the social and public eye, you're gonna have to control what you're saying on social media, to which he obviously did not do. But then things get a little bit more complicated because claims start coming out that he was actually hacked and that he didn't tweet either of those things. Once claims of being hacked started going around, you can see that his replies to people just start getting pretty intense. When someone points out that he hadn't been dropped for being homophobic and lying about being hacked, he just responds "effing loser" plus ratio. And then on his own, he goes and tweets "hey bro" and "sup inward." Lootboy Esports, the organization that he played for, tweeted out, "after thorough investigation as well as discussions with Bubeck, we have come to the conclusion that his account has been hacked. In the future, we will discuss the issue of account security with our talents in our onboarding process." To which Bubeck just responds "ratio." So the lay of the land is that Bubeck tweeted out these anti-pride, homophobic kind of comments, and then he goes to claim that he was hacked and the hacking is continuing, and he keeps tweeting out worse and worse stuff, just saying ratio to things, drops the N-word, and it just doesn't seem like it's going anywhere good for Bubeck at this point. But even the organization says, hey, we've had investigation. It seems like he was actually hacked in this situation. That's all we can really do is make a statement and say that we're gonna try to have account security more serious in the future. But then people start pointing out that his friend Malik seems to have been in on the operation with him, and as the internet does, people scrounge up enough evidence of him and Malik communicating about his own Twitter account. We find proof that Malik did log into his Twitter account. They release another statement saying, "we have completed our investigation concerning our player Bubeck about questionable tweets and him allegedly being hacked. After speaking to Bubeck, we have come to the joint decision to part ways. At Lootboy Esports, we celebrate openness and tolerance. This incident has showed us the importance of these values and that we need to improve communication and password safety among our team members. We would like to apologize on behalf of the whole team and promise to do better in the future." And then Bubeck tweets, "parted ways with Lootboy Esports, statement later today." Just real quick, I think I'll say that Lootboy, I think it's interesting that they're sticking to the whole password safety thing, especially after Bubeck makes this statement in a tweet longer. "I am sorry, my actions were simply not good enough. To put it simply, I was childish. To think I have such a large community and let everyone down through panic and desperation is beyond me. I am better than that. I have never been taught how to act with such an influential platform, and even though it isn't supported within my religion, I should never speak out about such topics and views. I knew it was wrong as soon as I said it, but it was already too late. I stupidly gave my account to my friend, which just made things worse and worse, as I was not wanting to lose everything I had made. Trying to better myself at the cost of others, which is not who I am or what I ever want to do. Despite not having any input on what was said in the slightest, I should have put a stop to it sooner. Mess up after mess up, I cannot apologize for it enough. I feel so guilty for all the people I have affected. I don't ask for forgiveness. I am just here to apologize to every single person I have offended but also let down. The community I have, I am so grateful for, and I will begin to rebuild myself as a better person during my break." So in the end, he admits that he gave his account to his friend. It seems like Bubeck himself, did tweet those anti-pride, kind of homophobic tweets, but then he gave his account to a friend because, he messed up, and his friend said, "Oh, I can fix it. It'll be all right. Just give me your account, and I'll just act like you got hacked and tweet a bunch of crazy stuff." And then he tweeted crazy stuff indeed that was not good, like dropping the N-word and all of these ratios, and just interacting with people weirdly, and that did not help the situation. It just made it worse. And so Bubeck does admit that he gave his account to him. He didn't have control over it, but that means he lied about being hacked in that situation. Another point that I want to bring up that is kind of the whole overarching point of this video is the fact that he says that he was never taught to use his platform in any way, which is a very interesting point. In a world where you have such young influencers and professional players having big communities and big platforms, their tweets and what they say and how they interact with people definitely affects their organizations or the brands that they are representing. And so it's an interesting kind of point that we're at, right? Where these kids are having to manage that, but they don't really know how to. But also, how do you teach just personal responsibility to a degree? Shouldn't these kids know not to say those sort of things to begin with? And so it's a fine line that you kind of walk of saying, oh, well, the kids don't know what they're doing. They're just young and stupid. And also, hey, like, you know you shouldn't do that. That's just common sense, right? So interesting overall. Let me know what you guys think about this situation. Pretty crazy. Fortnite kid tweets out some awful things, claims to get hacked. Turns out he did not, in fact, get hacked. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Until next time, guys, be safe, be smart, behave. I'll catch you later.